The other day on my way home from school, I was approached by a cranky, hobbling, bald man who asked me for some spare change. I think it was Dan Shabbat. You're right, Mike. I think he is too well dressed for a homeless man. Now, the next thing he asked me was, well, you don't have any change. Do you have a microwave? Which was a normal progression, which I did because I have cartoon pockets and I can just produce a microwave out of nowhere. And Dan and I, we shared some burritos, which apparently he had. That's why he wanted the microwave. And I was talking to Dan and I said, Dan, it's okay to panhandle once in a while, but you should really have some kind of skill you should provide for entertainment value, just because it'll be more fun for you and I think you'll gain more money. And so I told Dan the same story I'm going to tell you, which I promise is at least 78% true, if not 84%. Now, in 2004, I went to a festival in Seattle called Bumbershoot, where they had lots of different bands, they had lots of music, art exhibits, and comedians. I actually met one of my favorite comedians there, Demetri Martin. He was a t-shirt vendor, and I said, hey, are you Demetri Martin? And he said, yes. And I said, you're really funny. And he said, thank you. So really, I had a full conversation with one of my favorite comedians, probably one of the greatest days of my life. Now that paled in comparison to the amount of street performers I saw and the level of skill that they had. I saw this one guy that kept doing quotes from movies, mostly one-liners like, Con! Adrian! Adrian! Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. I saw Lucy from Charlie Brown in a cardboard box, and she was giving counseling lessons. It said therapy written T-H-E-R-A, big letter P, 5 cents. Full-on Lucy from the Peanuts cartoons, pastel colors and everything. I saw a kid on a basketball and a skateboard juggling these huge knives. I mean, these were like full-on scimitar Aladdin knives. Like, I expected Jafar to come out with Iago, like, oh, we gotta get Aladdin, or whatever Iago says in those cartoons. Now, I really think I'm thinking Aladdin here, because right after I saw that kid, I saw this creepy old guy, like, hey, kid, have you checked out the Cave of Wonders? And I was like, whoa, guy, I'm pretty sure I'm not old enough for that yet. Now, I saw these acts and I thought, how do I get into this? I want to do something like that. What am I good at? Mostly video games. Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter. I actually got to level 4 on Ninja Gaiden once. And if you've ever played Ninja Gaiden, that's pretty impressive. So I decided I'm going to be a ninja. Now, I had a spare t-shirt, and I just happened to know how to make a ninja mask out of a t-shirt. So all you got to do is fold it up a little bit, roll this part in, and voila, apparently you're a ninja street performer. And I immediately started moving around, shifting around, throwing some punches and kicks, and right away 2 girls ran up to me and gave me a hug, ninja hug, and I thought, why haven't I been doing this my whole life? And so I kept going, I was making a little bit of money, I was doing my favorite Street Fighter combos, chop punch, double punch, forward kick, jump kick, Hadouken. And then a couple kids came up and they said, hey, can you ninja attack my friend? I was like, of course, I'm a ninja, that's pretty much what I do, but you have to pay me first. So they pulled out at their pockets, they had like $1.07 and some change and some buttons and a piece of string and some candies, and I was like, sure, I'll take all that, whatever. And they called their friend, they said, hey, meet me next to the ninja. And I was like, that's me, I'm the ninja. So this guy finally came over and he was like, okay, do something ninja. What are you gonna do? And I said, well, first you have to pay me. He was pretty much the same as his friend, except this guy had $1.50 and a couple sour warheads. And I was like, I will definitely take those warheads. And I was like, okay, now back up. I'm gonna do the ninja thing. And I did a monkey roll, jump kick. I lifted my hand up to give him a high five. I said, lift your hand up. He lifted his hand up and I slapped him in the face. And everyone laughed, about 10 times as much as you guys did. And I figured that was a good time to end. I had made about $20 or $30 in the last half hour. And I learned a valuable lesson that day, that it's important to have a skill so that 1, what you're doing is going to be more fun, and 2, you're probably going to make a lot more money in the process. And that's the day I learned the difference between being a panhandler, like Dan Shabbat, and a street performer.